Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our fellow Mikers.
Our Mikers, I like that. What's up, bro? What's going on,
man?
I'm good. This is well. First of all, I'm in a great mood. I just got off the golf course. I can't complain at all.
No, you can't. No, you can't unless you I don't know, put the cart in a pond or something.
I did not. No,
Okay,
I
that's
golfed.
good.
I golfed decently well for myself. So no, it was good. Good day to be out there. It's March 13th. Oh, happy Detroit Day.
313.
313.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a good day.
Okay, that's cool.
How things going with you? How's your week been?
Very good. You know, this week got out to the got outside, played catch with the boys a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Nice to always it's that springtime, man. It's just the best.
It hits
Early
you different,
spring
man.
It does. It is. It's good times. But yeah, looking forward to getting into this episode here, man. We got some
It's a different one.
It's gonna be a different one today.
Yeah.
Me and Mike are going to war.
We're going to war.
We're going to fight out in the middle of the yard. We're gonna bring you with us. So no, we're debuting a new thing. It's called This Means War. And yeah, do you want to kind of explain what we're doing?
Yeah, so we're gonna
look up.
Basically we're gonna draft a whole team, right? All 9 positions,
All
plus
baseball history.
plus a DH, a closer, and reliever. Yeah, from 1800s to today,
Yep,
any
all
player
time.
is available.
Yep.
Except for the DH, they have to have played in 1973 or later.
Yep. As a DH, correct. Yep.
Anyways, we'll get into that when all that comes. But so we're gonna draft our team, and the winner is gonna be based off WAR. So WAR is wins above replacements. Stick with me on how I explain this, but it's pretty much a saber metric that is calculated when you are not playing by how many wins your team would achieve by a below average MLB player taking your spot.
What?
I think I said that correctly.
That's a mouthful.
The calculation is ridiculous. But anyways,
Baseball has a ton of those.
So we're going to be giving you guys, it's their career WAR. So you're going to see guys in the 80s, 90s, 100 WAR.
Mm-hmm.
I looked this up. On a season, they're never that high. So like an MVP caliber WAR for a regular season player is 6 or above.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Average player is 3 to 4. Garbage player is 0 to 1 WAR.
Okay.
All right. So if that helps at all.
What was Javi Baez's?
It's probably negative 400. Okay. Don't even get me started because news came out about Javi Baez today.
And he's switching positions, I heard.
So now we get airs all over the damn field. Oh.
I knew that was going to make you.
But I was on the golf course today. So
yeah,
I'm happy. I woosad. I'm good to go. But yeah, I was like, they're lucky that we're doing the war games all about war today because
you're not planning on drafting him, I take it.
He was my number 1 pick. So I'm really hoping you don't take him. So that's what the episode's going to be. We'll have fun while we go through it. We're not going to get next week. We'll jump back into our regular talking points with the Tigers and Lions. Still a lot going on in those sports anyways. Spring training, not too much to mention right now.
Mm-hmm.
NFL signings, things are going on, but there's a lot more that's still going to happen.
Yeah. Yep. We'll kind of let all that stuff, let the snow globe sell.
And you've been posting all kinds of stuff on our social media of where players are going, who's going where. But we wanted to get into this because we thought this would be fun. So
yes.
We're going to go through, 12 rounds. We're going to flip a coin to see who goes overall first.
Yep. Oh, you got a coin. Good.
I got the coin. I got a quarter. Here it is. On this side is heads, tails. I didn't get a special one. It's not like the Super Bowl. I don't have a special quarter.
All right.
And then we'll just rotate back there. So whoever goes first, the next round, the other person will go. And
okay, so
we're not going to flip a coin.
Somebody will get the first pick, and then the next person will get the second and third pick.
Yeah.
And then that person will get the 4th and 5th pick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you get the first pick, and then you get 2 picks after that.
Okay. Perfect. I like it.
And then we'll give our whole breakdown, and we'll see who wins this war.
Yes.
We'll put this out on social media afterwards obviously there'll be a winner based off numbers, but we'll want you guys to tell us what team you thought, whether in war or not, which team you like.
Yeah, just off your initial impression, give us who you think would be the best team, and then next week we will reveal our who the winner.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll do some more of this in the future, or we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think this is going to be fun. So, do you have anything else to add before we get into it?
No. Well, did we bring up the DH thing? Well, for a DH, that person or a player had to have played
1973
or present. Yep.
Yeah.
So like, because at first I actually was gonna put Babe Ruth as a DH. I'm like, oh wait, hold on a second, that's not fair.
Yeah. Well, because as I was looking through my list, I was like, well, if he takes one of the guys I like, or some of these, I was like, well, I'll just add them. Maybe I'll just throw them in DH instead of their position. But a lot of my guys were like pre-73.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
We can't draft the same person.
Right. Yep.
So once they're picked, they're off the board.
Yep. So we have some reserves and stuff we'll have to use and get creative that way. So
yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I will flip the coin.
Yep.
You call it.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm gonna go tails.
All right. Here we go. We're just gonna let it hit the floor.
Yep. And
tails.
Tails it is.
Tails it is.
Pick, baby.
Tails it is.
All right.
First overall pick. So All right. So let's go to war.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay. So
with the first overall pick, Mike Drennan selects Babe Ruth.
Yeah, we saw that one coming.
Right fielder with a career WAR of 182.6. Babe Ruth. Baby Ruthie, if you've ever watched The Sandlot.
Baby. Who's Baby Ruthie?
The Sultan of SWAT.
Sorry, my notes are all over the place here.
No, you're good.
Oh,
you're good.
This is the page I want. Okay.
All right, so now Mr. Mike over here will get the second and third picks.
Okay, so I'm going to take, for my player, I'm going with a pitcher.
Oh, boy.
I'm drafting Cy Young.
Oh, all right.
Cy Young, 163.6.
Yep, that's a good one. All right, remove him.
All right, so he's on. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. All right. With my second pick, we're going to go. All right, got to look through this. I'm going to go with. Ooh, see, you already threw me off with who I want to pick now.
Oh, boy.
But, all right. We're going to go center fielder Willie Mays.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not Willie Mays Hayes, right?
yeah. Willie Mays Hayes.
All right. I don't know what his WAR would have been. All right. Okay. So now I have the fourth and fifth pick. So
yes.
I am going to go Walter Johnson, starting pitcher.
Yep. That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one. All right. He's off the board.
Walter Johnson. And if you guys don't know who he is, because I think we barely knew who he was.
I didn't.
Wikipedia. He played a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah, when I was looking up, I was going through everything. I forgot all about, I don't know how I forgot about Cy Young. I was like, all the awards named after him. Of course he's going to be one of the top ones.
What's funny is that I immediately, I wanted to draft Nolan Ryan because he's probably my favorite all-time player, one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like he's buried compared to a lot of these guys.
I mean, right off the gate, I was all right, I want Nolan Ryan. I want Chipper Jones.
Yes.
These guys all had, and not that their awards were bad.
No, they're great players, but it was just.
Well, I think what a lot of it is, before we move on, is the game was different back then, right? You have a lot of specialty players.
Yep.
That come in, that it takes away a little bit from what happened way back in the day. Plus, a lot of these guys nowadays are still playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
they're still kind of.
It's just a little different.
Yep. All right, so hold on. I got the next pick, right? Right? Yeah.
No. Oh no, yeah, no, it's gonna go. Yeah, I only got 2 in a row because we'll flip.
Oh, so now we're back
because you just did the first pick of the third round.
Okay, so now
I had to pick my third round because I did. So Cy Young was my first pick.
So now we're even.
Yes,
we each have 2 picks.
Yes.
Okay, so now you're up. Now we're going. Okay, yes. I see. All right.
So I go, then you'll go.
We're flip flopping.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're just gonna flip flop all the way through.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So let's see. All right, I already got my center fielder. So we will go with my next pick. Shortstop Honus Wagner.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I had him. starting shortstop as well. Okay, good choice. Good choice. All right. All right. I'm gonna go with left fielder Barry Bonds.
Yep, that's a good one.
Can I ask you something really quick? How did you feel? Because I'm sure you have some of these guys on there with this whole steroid era. How did you feel about like some of those guys?
Barry Bonds was on my list, and I thought about taking him, and it was just one of those like, okay, I don't know, maybe I'll hold off, kind of see where it goes from there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so pitcher is done. My shortstop is done. My center fielder is done. Okay, so let's see. I need I'm going right fielder Hank Aaron.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. He should be the true home run king.
Yeah, really.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. All right, I'm gonna go with center fielder Mickey Mantle.
Oh, good one. Yeah, he was on my list. I wanted him, so he's my favorite all-time player. Yeah, but today is not about your favorites. It's about strategy.
I know. There was a lot of guys I wanted to pick, but then I was like, okay, no, the goal is to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
okay. So I got my pitchers. I got my. Oh, and I need a left fielder still. So let's might as well round that out, and I'm gonna go Stan Musial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have him on my list.
128.1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Played for the Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Good choice. All right. So now we are. All right. I'm going to go.
We do all this preparation. I had this whole list, and then I'm like,
I'm all thrown off right
shit. Now I don't even. I had a list of which guys I'm not even picking, but what position I was picking in, and that list is already out the window.
Yeah, same here. All right, for my second pick, I'm gonna go, or I'm second pick. We're way past that. I'm gonna go with Roger Hornsby.
Oh,
second baseman.
All right. I like it. That's good. Well, let's go. Let's get these. All right, so you got your second baseman. So let's go first base, Lou Gehrig.
Oh, yeah, I had him as my my first one. That's a good one. Okay.
Lou Gehrig was the man.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go I still need a shortstop. All right, this is going to be a controversial one, but I'm going to go third baseman Alex Rodriguez.
Ooh, A-Rod.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I had him for my on my shortstop list.
Oh, well, yeah, you know what?
He played both.
He played both.
He played both.
Yeah.
It's just like Babe Ruth. You could have took him as a pitcher.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, that was I almost forgot that he played short because it is Texas Rangers days when he brought up he was a shortstop, right?
Yeah.
And then he moved to third
because Jeter.
Which is a Jeter.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right. Okay, well, shit, you took away. Oh, my DHs are falling off the board. So, see, I got to make sure I got guys that played in the. That's the problem. So many of these guys I had to look up who played at what era.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. You already got your second base, and you got your third baseman. So I'm going Albert Pujols DH.
Oh yeah, that's I had him down too. Okay. He had a pretty high WAR.
Yeah, he a lot higher than like Miggy.
Yes.
I was surprised how low Miggy's was.
Yeah.
I might be good, but it was only like 70 or something.
Yeah, he was good. Okay, so now I need a shortstop. I'm gonna go Cal Ripken Jr.
Nice. Yep. He was on my list.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so these guys are off the board. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get my my third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, I had him as my first reserve. He's a good choice.
He he played for the Phillies in the 80s. As when he retired. I think he started in the 60s.
Yeah.
He had some really good numbers.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Okay, where am I at? All right, now I need a first baseman now. All right, I'm gonna go Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy Fox. Okay, what was his WAR?
93.
93. Okay, so I had on mine. So this was well, you took Mickey Mantle for your center fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Mickey Mantle on both my center and my first base.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Because he played his last, the last part of it. Just like most of these power hitter guys, they moved to first base at the end of their career.
Yeah.
I forgot when I was looking up Albert Pujols. He was a third baseman and a right fielder.
No way. Wow.
Yeah, and then
it's kind of like Miggy. Miggy was a left fielder.
Then third base, and then first base. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm going catcher, Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench. Yep. That's my first one I had too. Good choice. Yep. What a name too, huh?
I know.
All right. Yeah. I guess I probably need a catcher now. I'm gonna go Gary Carter.
Gary Carter. Okay.
Yep.
What was his WAR?
70.2.
Okay, so I had my backup catcher was Pudge.
Yeah, I had him as my second.
Yeah, he was 68.7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Did you pick your DH yet?
I have not. No.
You have not.
Nope.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan. Oh, yeah. Great announcer, too.
Yeah.
He's got a good baseball voice. All right. I am going to go closer. I think I'm at, closer Dennis Eckersley.
Oh.
62.1 WAR.
Okay.
Did he play only for the Ace? Did he play for anywhere else? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I'm not sure because I was looking him up today. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him down as a relief pitcher. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get my closer, Mariano Rivera.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Yep. I guess Dennis Eckersley could have been used as a relief pitcher, right?
I had him. Yeah, because
didn't he start off as a reliever?
Uh-huh.
Then he became the closer.
Then he became the closer near the end. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're down to our last pick.
Last two picks, right? Yep.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna go. Then I have one pick left.
Yeah.
So So you go. You close out. You started first, and then you go last.
All right. I got for my DH. I'm gonna go Edgar Martinez.
Okay. I didn't even have him on the list. What was his WAR?
68.4.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will close mine out with a my relief pitcher of Hoyt Wilhelm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a guy that I had no idea who he was. I had to look up.
Yeah. I think I had him on one of these too. Yeah. Okay. What was his WAR?
46.8.
Oh shoot. Okay. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right. I have David for, I guess this is the last pick, right? My relief pitcher is David Robertson.
Okay.
21.7 WAR. So, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised you didn't go with Goose Gossage.
I was looking at him, but I wasn't like, I thought, I was kind of like, was he a closer? I was undecided.
And they don't really tell you if they're set closers or relievers.
Yeah.
Because I had because they had Mariano Rivera as a relief pitcher and a closing pitcher.
Yeah, you could use him for either, right?
And Dennis Eckersley, I was going to put him on there, but I had assumed then I would have got one of those two at the relief pitchers and then kind of filled in at the end right there.
Yeah. Okay, well that was fun. We got our lineup.
Wish there was more rounds.
Yeah, right.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But everybody listening, give it whoever you think has the best record. I really have no idea. Was there anything that surprised you with this, or like?
No, it went a lot different than what I had in my head.
Okay.
Because I was like, all right, and I'm like overthinking, right? I got my notes out. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
I'm gonna take this guy, and if I don't get it, I'll get this guy. But then I was like, I didn't even think about like, oh shit, the DH is gonna throw a wrench into it.
Yeah.
Who you get in the order I want. All my notes didn't matter at all when it was all said.
That's usually what happens with plans, is that you just.
I was like, I got a set draft order. I got my draft order. I was gonna pick.
Yep.
I was gonna go right fielder, pitcher, center field. I didn't do that at all.
Yeah.
It was almost all over the place.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, good times, man. We'll have to calculate this, and we'll have the results for next week's episode.
And then we're gonna put a poll together. We want you guys to vote on
who do you think had the best?
Who had the better team? Forget about the war, because the numbers are what the numbers are.
Yeah.
But we'll put something out, and you let us know who you thought had the better team.
Yep.
That was fun. We're going to do a lot of these like this. Let you guys tell us who you think had the better team. But let's go through and give our lineup, because I'm sure a lot of people already forget who we drafted in the first round because.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Let's go, and we'll do it in order of number on the field. Or
yep,
like
just go right in order. Yeah.
All right. So for my starting pitcher, I had Walter Johnson. For my catcher, I had Gary Carter. For my first baseman, I had Jimmy Fox. For my second baseman, I had Roger Hornsby. For my third baseman, I had A-Rod. For my shortstop, I had Cal Ripken Jr. For my left fielder, I had Barry Bonds. For my center fielder, I had Mickey Mantle. My right fielder was Babe Ruth. My relief pitcher was David Robertson. My closer was Dennis Eckersley, and my DH was Edgar Martinez. Oh, I should have did the Jim Price batting third. Or
good luck to you.
Yes.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Here's the winning lineup without any results in yet. Pitcher, I have Cy Young. Catcher, Johnny Bench. First base, Lou Gehrig. Second base, Joe Morgan. Third base, Mike Schmidt. Shortstop, Honus Wagner. Left field, Stan Musial. Center field, Willie Mays. Right field, Hank Aaron. DH, Albert Pujols. Relief pitcher, Hoyt Wilhelm. And closing pitcher, Mariano Rivera.
All right.
There it is. That's our war lineups.
Hey,
let us know who you think has the better team.
In second, Mike. Let's give me the second time today you finished second behind your dad too in golf. I'm sure.
I beat him today. Okay, right. Dad, if you quit telling everybody that you beat me. Hey, listen, it took me like 36 years to beat my dad on the golf course. Okay, I'm gonna soak that stuff up.
Soak it in
with those wins now.
Soak it in.
Okay.
Yep.
That was great.
Yep.
This was fun. This was good. It went a lot quicker than I thought.
It did, yeah. A lot quicker than I thought. I thought we'd be at it for a while.
So, I don't know why I thought we were going to be sitting here like an actual draft, NFL draft,
Right.
Well, let's
on our phone with our agent and then calling this and then, it was, it went good.
I should have offered so you want to trade? If I traded this guy for this guy, can I get this pick? Because I really want it.
Yeah.
No, this was a lot of fun. I want to do more of these like that.
Yeah, we're kind of toying around with the idea. Mike came with the idea of doing like a current player for this season, like just picking a lineup and then doing just 2025's war, and we calculate at the end of the season. So we might have something coming like that, and then we can get you guys involved too. That'd be a lot of fun. So
I thought about put an all-time starting five pitching rotation.
Yeah.
Yep. Let you guys, you guys will kind of be the deciding factor of who picks the better teams.
And maybe we'll do a blind one where we just literally pick without knowing the war, but we can kind of maybe doing something like that, doing like some sort of blind draft.
Oh yeah, that's I kind of want to do that because I will say, as much as this team is this legit,
Yeah.
right? This is probably out of 162 games, this is probably a 140 win team.
Yes.
I will say it is nothing to these players. I wouldn't have drafted half of these guys
because I forgot about a lot of them or didn't even know.
If I was going to put together my team, because the war only calculates some things, right? It's not the end all be all,
right?
Because like even if you go through and I was looking up some of the positions, I'm like, all right, top third basemen by WAR. WAR is different from there's a list for WAR, and then there was a list for top third baseman, and then you start seeing your Chipper Jones in there, your Alex Rodriguez in there. Like, you get a lot of those guys that are like, A-Rod has a high WAR, but like Chipper Jones, to me, he's one of the best third basemen ever. Cal Ripken Jr., right? Their WARs were a little lower than some of the other players.
Sure. It's kind of subjective because you can pick a guy that, like, okay, maybe like we just said a little while ago, but maybe he played the majority of his career as a left fielder, third base, whatever, and then he moved to DH for the last 5 years, and he played 15 years, and you're like, okay, well, I can draft him as my DH, but so it's kind of funny in that sense. But
I noticed a lot of these guys too. These guys started young. A lot of these guys were like playing at 19 years old.
Yeah, where
like you get down to, I mean, who like Mariano Rivera, Albert Pujols, right? Those guys didn't probably come up till
that's true
their 20s, right?
Yeah, that's another interesting point because the guys back in the day, there was no crazy minor league structure that there is now. You know what I mean? Where guys aren't making it up until 25 years old or something like that. I mean, that plays into it too. So yeah, interesting.
No, this was good. I like doing these. We're gonna do a lot more of these. Did
either of us draft any Tigers?
No. So I had okay. So I will go through. I'm not gonna go through the whole list. I did have Lou Whitaker on my list for second base.
Second baseman. Okay. Yep.
I had who was Ty Cobb was on my list.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nobody took Ty Cobb. Oh, you know what? Ty Cobb was gonna be. I wanted him as center field. Obviously, I got Willie Mays. You took Mickey, right?
Yeah.
I was going to do Ty Cobb as my DH, but they didn't even know what those letters stood for back in the day.
Yeah, I was going to do Babe Ruth as my DH if I got the first pick, but yeah.
No, I think that was a smart choice because it
would have thrown it off.
It would have thrown it off.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was
All right.
Yeah, no, so yeah, I didn't have any Tigers.
I had a couple lists.
I'm surprised Ty Cobb didn't make one of our lists.
Yeah. I know he had a high WAR, but I mean, like some of these guys that he would have beat out were just ridiculous. So, yeah. Was Ty Cobb? He was a
center fielder.
Center fielder?
No, what do I got? Center fielder. Center fielder? I have him a center field on my list.
Okay.
So, honestly, you probably could have just made a list of outfielders.
Probably.
Because I feel like a lot of these guys, like when I look up a lot of them, on that baseball reference, it just says outfielder.
Yep, right.
They rotated around a lot, you know. You know who I wanted to pick was Al Kaline.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I think he had a WAR of like 70 or 80.
Yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't like some of these guys. Yeah. Nope, I get it.
Yeah, no, these guys were ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get this posted up for everybody. Let us know. That was a lot of fun. We're gonna continue to do all these.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess before we go, should we talk a little Tiger spring training?
Do you want to get into that? Yeah, sure.
We got a little time. That went a lot faster.
A lot faster we did. Okay.
A lot faster. So
I'm ready.
Because I got a couple. Let me hold on. Through over here. Just a couple things, right? We'll keep it quick.
Mike's favorite Tiger is switching positions.
Okay, let me just get that out of the way. What the fuck? Okay. I get into the car today and I'm listening to AJ Hinch talk about Javi Baez and that they're going to be trying him out at third base and second base. They're going to move him around the infield. I'm like,
he's going to play second too.
Yeah. Wow. They're going to try him all over. I was like, great. So he can just make errors all over. And guess what? Guess what happened today? Guess what happened? He had an error at third base.
I didn't know.
Are you kidding me?
He actually has played like 100 games at third earlier.
I need to open my other beer.
Yeah, go ahead. We need to calm down a little bit. But yeah, no, he I just thought that was really interesting. I don't know what they're trying to do.
I think they're like, we're paying this guy over $100 million in this contract. We have to do something with him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants him. Otherwise, they would have traded him. Right? They're going to have to eat that salary.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with the there was no way they would have ever been able to trade him. And then the only options they have for him are just to pay him to leave, or just suck it up. You know what I mean? I think they're going to give him one more chance, and if not, they're probably going to have to bite the bullet and let him go. But I don't know. I got excited the other day. I was looking at, I think I was on blessyouboys.com. And for everybody, if you guys are a baseball nerd, check that website out, because they really break things down.
That is a good website. It's
a really good website. And they're on top of it there. So, but they had or maybe it was on Freep that I saw this, but anyways, Baez hit like a 440-foot home run in spring training and got me all excited. I'm like, okay, maybe this guy's going to get it back. But that's just me being optimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic. But I know I'm probably going to get hurt again. So,
well, and we said this, I think, a couple episodes ago. I was somewhat at the acceptance of, okay, him and Trey Sweeney are going to go back and forth at shortstop.
And that makes sense.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then you smack me in the face with, wait, we're going to move Javi Baez around to third and second base. And I'm like, oh, great. So what? The answer is more Javi? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So I was pretty frustrated with that today. But again, I was on a golf course today. So
yeah, you were all right. Let's just pretend like the reason why they're doing it is because they run into some injuries, because they're already kind of dealing with it right now with Vierling and Nettles being out. Like Vierling was going to play third probably, and then Young would have kind of supplemented a little bit here and there. But let's just hope that it's just for emergency purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is too is like that gets overlooked is that Gleyber Torres, I think the Yankees wanted to move him to third and he refused. So that's why he's not a Yankee. And then I think, was it Washington offered him more money to come play third base, and he says no. So that's why he's a Tiger.
Yeah. I don't mind having Torres. I like his bat. I mean, it's not, the greatest, but I like his bat. But it makes me nervous having Torres and Baez as our midfield.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? I just...
Well, and then also too, then you have a guy, Colt Keith, who's moving positions again. He was drafted as a third baseman, moved to second. Now he's moved to first, and it's just like I'm obviously not a baseball manager, but I do question how often can you move these guys? Because Jace Young was drafted as a second baseman. Now he's playing third, and actually he had a lot of success as a second baseman in the minors, and you're moving him around.
Okay, so
I don't know.
So here's the other thing. As of today, that article I was reading, with Bless You Boys, the free poop, whatever. Torque is making the team. He's going to be a starter.
Okay.
Because he is playing really well.
Yeah, I know he's hitting the ball a lot better.
And so they did say he's going to split time with Carey in the DH spot, but he is going to be back into the field.
Okay.
So does Keith go back to second and Torque play first, or is it's either Torque or Carey?
Well,
playing, right? But Torque is making the opening day roster.
Well, it helps because he's a right-handed hitter, and then you have Carey as a left-handed hitter. You know what I mean? So I think they're just trying to, I guess, platoon these guys, I
get it. I just feel like sometimes it's like, well, you should let them. I mean, unless the sabermetrics tell you this guy just can't hit a right-handed pitcher, and I feel like you don't get their momentum rolling.
Yeah,
I get playing, later in the game, like, okay, righty versus righty, lefty versus lefty. But when it's like, okay, Kerry Carpenter, we have 4 right-handed pitchers starting over the next week, so now you don't get to play.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of like cementing of positions right now with this Tigers team, and that's the only thing that kind of worries me. And it's funny you bring up Torque, because my next point was going to ask you about Torque and then also Casey Mize. Those guys, I think
right there on my list. Mize was next.
Yeah, and I'm looking at both of those guys and okay, so it appears both those guys are going to make the team, right?
I think as of right now, Mize is number 5.
I think Mize
our number 5.
I think he's nailed down that last spot, which good for him. About time.
And Job is performing well, but I think Job is looking like he's going to lean towards our bullpen.
Okay. I heard otherwise. I did.
Okay.
I heard
they're gonna send him down.
No, I think that they're looking at him like it's either he's going to have that rotational spot, so you'll be 4 or 5, and if that does not work out, he'll be they're going to cap his innings, but if that does not happen, he's going to I guess go to AAA. But they want him to be a starter.
Okay, so
that's what I've heard. I could be wrong.
No. So I might have read an article that because they were saying where does Job fit in? They were saying he's probably going to come out of the bullpen.
That's I mean I guess it's still possible,
but I mean I'm okay with him going down, getting a couple of starts, and
I think he's going to make the team. I think he's going to be your fourth starter, and I think Mize is going to be your 5th starter.
Okay, so right now, who is it? It's
Skubal, yep.
Flaherty,
yep. Olsen, and then you have Job and Mize.
Yeah. So who? Oh,
Maeda would be knocked out. And Montero will more than likely be like your 6th guy.
Alex Cobb is injured.
Alex Cobb is injured.
Yeah. Okay, so there it is. So I like that.
I like the rotation.
And I think I'd probably move Casey up to number 4 and Job to number 5.
Yeah, maybe that's what you do.
And just limited his innings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if he's performing really well throughout the season,
and then maybe you sprinkle like a 6th guy in there periodically.
Yeah. But whether it's Maeda, Montero, Manning, I feel like we missed the opportunity with trading Manning.
Matt Manning, that's a shame.
And I feel bad for him. I feel like he could have had an opportunity somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
He's like that quadruple A player.
Or A guy, yeah.
Yeah,
he had some flashes, but it seems like with him is I don't think he has enough pitches. And I don't know if he has quite the command or like the out pitch to really put hitters away. He's got the velocity. You know what I mean? But another thing that's weird about him is that I think we drafted him out of high school, and he just started pitching in high school. You know what I mean? He was kind of a late bloomer with that. We drafted him high in the first round.
Yeah.
Still just never really panned out.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to bring up, lastly with the Tigers was we signed Jose Urquidy last week.
Okay, all right. I don't know much about him.
I only know his prime status of when the Astros were winning the World Series. They were in it. He didn't play at all last year.
Injury?
I'm assuming. Okay. I didn't dig into it. I went to pull up his stats, and last one was 2023.
Okay. So it had to been an injury.
So it was an injury, season ending. Yeah, it was probably, Tommy, more than likely Tommy. I mean, these guys, everybody's getting a Tommy John surgery. You ain't cool unless you get a Tommy John surgery. But then the name, I'll take anything for in our bullpen. All right. We brought
He's only
Chaffin
29.
back.
Wow.
Yeah, that's he was young, so he must have been must have had the Tommy John surgery.
That's
But I'm not mad about it.
He started the 2024 campaign on the injured list with a result of a right forearm strain. It was announced that he would go season-ending elbow surgery on June 5th of last year. Okay. Yep. So
we keep making little moves, signing some of these guys, but we need a bat.
Yeah,
we need a bat. We need somebody.
Well, Baez is hitting 440-foot dingers, so maybe we
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
He's making a comeback.
Yeah. Let me ask you about this really quick. So I was reading something the other day, and you were the one that kind of were telling me about the Parker Meadows and what's going on with his nerve.
Oh yeah,
and it needs to be woken up. He was saying that he anticipates himself being ready for opening day. Do you think that's realistic?
I mean, I think a lot of these players are very hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
They want it to happen.
Yeah.
But just because he said it doesn't mean that Hinch or Harris or the doctors are going to let him in. To me, it's one of those, listen, man, I hope you're there for opening day. It's one of those, I'll believe it when I see you on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think it's realistic. I mean,
I don't think it is either, but these players are, I mean, it's just like when you go talking about Hutch, right? I'm going to be ready for the Super Bowl. Is it smart though? Is it smart for Parker Meadows to be ready for opening day?
Right. Yeah.
It's a long baseball season.
Yeah.
Very long season. Get right. So when you come back, you're good to go.
Yeah.
If your elbow's not 100%, don't worry, man. It's baseball. We can make up 20 games without you.
Yeah. Right. I agree.
don't come back, play 20 games, and now I am out for the whole season. Versus if I would have just waited till June to come in.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be a lingering thing, and I don't know what the hell that means when they say the nerve needs to be woken up. Like what? Like okay,
yeah.
What do you set an alarm and like okay?
You know it's baseball season, right? You know we're out here already down in Lakeland.
Yeah,
so.
there. I don't know what's going on. So, well, I mean, right now, where are we at? The regular season's what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, no, well, yeah, April 4th. I think it's like 20 some days away.
That's our home opener, but we start.
March 27th.
Okay, so exactly 2 weeks from today.
So 2 weeks away from today, we'll be in LA.
Okay. Wow. All right. Oh, me looking forward to it.
I know. I can't wait.
Cool.
No Stud or Dud this week. I mean, this lineup is going to be the stud. So, but
all right, hold on. I got some dud. I got a dud. Leaky basements.
Oh, no.
I got a leaky basement. That's my dud of the week.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did you have Stud and Dud for this week?
I did.
I didn't even think about it. I was so worried on the War Games. All right, well let's go. All right,
my stud is baseball.
I'm a dud for not having Stud.
Yeah, you're second reserve dud.
Yes.
My stud is baseball in spring. I got to play catch this week, and it was just nice to. This is the best time of the year as far as the anticipation of the night.
Yeah.
Great times. But yeah, and then my dud is a leaky basement. So,
okay.
Because like that shit usually happens this time of year too. So you can't take one without the other. But yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that works out for you. But
oh, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. No Stud or Dud for me.
Do you want to well, how about you want to cover some Lions stuff really quick? Do you have anything Lions related you want to get into or NFL or?
I mean, there's some pretty major signings. But as far as the Lions go, if we want to just, talk a little bit about the Lions, let me put it this way. I am underwhelmed and unimpressed.
Okay.
I don't know what, I'm not saying we're not, we're bringing back the same team as last year. I don't know. I think I think this week was just weird for me for the Lions. I'm not saying we're going to be bad or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought they would have did a little bit more.
Yeah, I
have so much cap space.
I like the DJ Reed move.
Fine with it.
Yeah, because I like it considering where Carlton Davis, like how much he got, and DJ Reed, I think could be also a sign of maybe the Lions are going to look to play a little more zone because I know Carlton Davis is more of a man guy. DJ Reed played more zone with the Jets. We bring him in. We have a new defensive coordinator. Maybe the Lions are going to look to play a little more zone, which I think is good. But I like the signing.
I almost feel like it's a wash.
It probably is.
Davis for Reed.
But at least they got that position.
They got somebody. They're not Arnold that is not out there by himself anymore.
Yeah,
you got Reed. I like it. What I don't like is the fact that now you have two of the most PI called cornerbacks in the league.
Yeah.
In our secondary.
Yes. Yes. That is a fact. Literally a fact. I think, what's his name? DJ Reed had 7 called on him last year. That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I think Terran Arnold's probably right up there too.
I think they were both in the top.
Yep.
Top for PI calls.
I was surprised to see them release Zadarius Smith. I thought for sure they would have brought him back. And then once I saw that they released him, I was like, ooh, maybe they're gunning for a big move. But I
think they're going for the draft.
I think that's what they're going to do too.
Joey Bosa just got picked up yesterday.
Khalil Mack re-signed with the Chargers.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to say this because I thought this was hilarious. Okay. These guys, don't ever tell me it's not about the money. Okay.
Oh, Myles Garrett, yeah.
I don't want to be in Cleveland anymore. Whoa, what if we give you $40 million? Cleveland ain't that bad.
That ain't that bad. That's exactly how it went. Nope, I'm not signing. Hold on, take a look at this.
Cleveland, it's actually pretty nice in the summer,
they got the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. It ain't that.
Who was the other one? DK Metcalf. I want to go somewhere warm and where there's a good quarterback. Pittsburgh. Signed what? There was one other guy that said the same thing. Oh shit, I'm drawing a blank on it, but it was the same thing. Like, I want to do this, want to do this. Oh, never mind, signed.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Just don't make it sound like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that was hilarious. I saw that too, and that was really, really funny. it doesn't matter. I mean, these guys can say one thing and you can like everything is available everything's an option. But
I want to go where there's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
So they sign him, and then because I saw this meme. It's like welcome to Pittsburgh. It's like, great, who's my quarterback? Like, so we have the greatest facilities around. He's like, okay, that's cool, but who's my quarterback? So anyways, we can show you all their like, who's my quarterback?
Mason Rudolph. I think they re-signed him. There's rumors going around that Rodgers, after he's done doing ayahuasca, he's going to sign with them. But he's still got to do his darkness retreat first. But yeah.
Oh yeah, with let the spirits tell him where he shall
needs
land.
To go. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God.
You know, you want to hear something funny too?
Yeah.
So Josh Allen, he signed that big mega deal, right?
Yeah.
55 million per year, and he said something like, "I didn't want to hammer the Bills too bad."
55 a year,
bro. He's like, I don't want or punish them too bad or something like that. I'm like, bro,
dude, that's what just come out and say like, hey, I'm looking for a deal that just fits me.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that means I'm looking for a quarterback, I'm looking for a warm state, I'm looking for cash money. Like, just say I'm looking for a deal that fits me, because you look so stupid when you're like, I can't play here anymore. I can't stay in Cleveland. I got to get out of. I got to go somewhere warm, and it's like, oh, Pittsburgh, and I'm going to stay where I'm at.
But I think I think the same thing is going to happen with this Trey Hendrickson thing. I don't know if it was him. I think he requested maybe. I don't know how that all worked, like the conversation there. But I don't think that he's gonna get moved. I'd be surprised now at this point.
No, and we said this a couple weeks ago. We were like, okay, gun to your head. Did the Lions get any of these players? And we both said no.
Yeah,
because it's
not realistic. You can't have, especially like they got to pay Hutch, and I know Hutch actually. We have him this year, next year, and then I think you could tag him last year or whatever. But so you still have him for 2 years. I know you got to lock him up at some point, and the longer you wait, the more expensive it gets. But also, too, is like you can't pay two premium edge rushers while also paying a quarterback and also paying a receiver and a tackle, and then you have to pay Kirby. And you have to pay, you know what I mean? Like a Branch is going to probably get a deal, and you know what I mean? Like it's just you can't do it. So I think I agree with you as far as the Lions with the draft. I think I'm going to be really curious, and I'm holding out for what they do in the draft, because last year was kind of a dud with their draft. I know the jury's still on Arnold, and the jury's still out on Rakestraw, and all these other guys that they drafted later on that were kind of more or less projects. But I'll be excited to see what they do in the draft, and I would they don't need to stockpile players. They need to get the right players. So whether that's packaging some of these extra picks and moving up, that's what I think they should do.
Yeah.
Move up, get up in this maybe top half of the draft and steal one of these tackles, defensive tackles or defensive ends.
I mean, if you weren't going to use these draft picks to get some of these guys, I think the draft now is for our depth, right? We learned this past year that we need depth within our on all positions, right? But I'm just at that point where I'm thinking like, okay, we're going to keep relying on the draft, but it's like, you don't know that guy's going to come out. Like, let's go get a almost sure thing, right? And like a Myles Garrett or something. Obviously these guys are all off the table, but like, I don't feel that the Lions got any better from last year. I feel like we are exactly the same.
Yeah, you could argue that. I mean, I know they had 15 wins, but they didn't advance anywhere in the playoffs.
But I mean, if you just take our depth, if we look at the players, like,
oh, you're talking about from last year or from
last year to this year. I don't think we got any better. We didn't get any worse, but we're exactly the same. And the way I look at it is, we still lost last year. 15-2 doesn't mean shit when you get to the playoffs and you lose. Like. Right. I mean, hopefully there's more to come. There's still some players out there. But I think we're just the same team. Like, I think Carlton Davis to DJ Reed, it's a wash.
Maybe, yeah.
That's just how I feel right now. I mean, hopefully we'll
Well, I think you can hold out some hope that, like, there are still a lot of young players in this team. Like, Jahmyr Gibbs, I mean, he could even be better.
Well, and that's kind of what I think their whole, like,
Jack Campbell, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, like, these guys can still get better. Hutch, we should have Hutch for a full year.
I think we expect them to get better, but
yeah,
I think when you look at where our holes were, I guess is what I'm saying. Our offense, I think, is fine.
Yes,
I'm not worried about the offense. It's more of the defense. I think the defense is just the same, and I think we're gonna have issues again next year.
I'm curious to see what kind of scheme they run. I mean, like, the thing is too, is like, if I could guarantee you that like Hutch, McNeil, and Reeder, our guys up front, like if they would be healthy for 80% of the snaps, I think we would all feel a lot better. If I could guarantee you that, like, hey, these guys are going to be around for 80%, I feel like we feel a lot better.
I'd take that.
Yes,
I would take that
for sure. They just got to keep those guys healthy, and I don't know what it is, like if it's the scheme or if it's just what they're doing, practice. I don't know, but they're going to have to look at that. So.
Well, I heard somebody, they were saying this the other day, and it made sense, was because I was feeling this way. I was like, oh, we're bringing the same team back. That's typical Detroit sports.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. We love our players, and we hang on to them for way too long that they need to be here. You don't ever try to upgrade a player. Like, oh, we love you. Like, you're going to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, shit, I lost my train of thought.
You're like the longevity of having certain players, and
I was completely lost where I was going with it.
His mind went right back to golf.
It's not a bad day out there today, let me tell you guys. No, shit, I really lost my train of thought. Where I was going with that, what somebody was saying. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get it back. I'm not even gonna try to fight it.
I think we would know where you were going with that, but yeah, I don't know. I think we just need to kind of like, everybody just needs to take a deep breath, and
it's still early. It's still early. A lot of things can still happen.
And there's absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So
I mean, I think we're still going to be a good team. I think we're still going to challenge for the division.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
We're not going to win 15 games next year. It doesn't, and we don't need to do that. It just all it does is like stay healthy, get into the playoffs, and hopefully that you're firing on all cylinders, and we make a run in the playoffs. That's it. That's what all it comes down to. So
just get into the playoffs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at. It is hard to say that, like, oh, we won't win 15 games, and it's like, because I catch myself doing this, like, well, why can't we if everybody's healthy? Like, we won 15 games with half a defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, we have a lot tougher of a schedule. I know that plays into it, and I'm not saying we're going to win 15. I don't think we'll win 15.
I mean, like this team could actually be better next year, and especially defensively, and like be a 12-5, 11-6 team, and get into the playoffs, and things are clicking, and you know what I mean. And then there we go. Like the Chiefs won it a couple of years ago as 11-6 football team, and
that's very true.
It doesn't, you know what I mean.
I mean, teams have went in as a wild card at 9-8.
Yep.
And won back in the day, you know?
Yep. Yeah, the Giants did it. The Packers did it with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's possible.
Yeah.
Sure. So, and a lot of times it's not always the best team because the Ravens have been there too. And then as soon as they get in the playoffs, and then they just shit the bed. But
your regular season record doesn't necessarily show how good you are.
No. And I think it's going to come down to the pass rush. Like that's it. I'm convinced that if the pass rush is getting home towards the end of the season, I'm going to feel really, really good.
I remember what I was going to say. There it is.
Let's go back. Rewind the tape.
No, you're bringing back the same team with different offense and defensive coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that makes a huge difference. Maybe we should have adjusted to these new offense and defense coordinators coming in. Like, we're bringing in the same team. Like, you think they're going to gel? They did with Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. And I thought that where I heard this, I thought it made a good point. Doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
We have to see. But I was like, oh, that's kind of true. You bring in the same team with different coordinators. Are they going to gel the same way? I mean, this offense was great with Ben Johnson. The defense was pretty good with Aaron Glenn. And it's like,
well, luckily,
I think that does make a difference.
Yeah.
But also you have the argument of, okay, we bring in new guys. How do you know they're going to gel?
Apparently, well, the guy that they brought back as their offensive coordinator, I think his name is John Morton. He was on the staff in 2022, so they brought him back. So there's some familiarity there, which I like. I like that. Last year he worked with the Broncos. I think he was their passing game coordinator, and then now this year he got the promotion to be offensive coordinator. But he was he was an offensive assistant for Campbell's staff in 2022, and that year they ended up, like, towards the end of the year, if you remember, they got rolling pretty good.
That's 8 out of 9, right?
Yeah,
what it was. Yeah,
8 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and then they brought in their passing game coordinator this year now is David Shaw, who was actually he took over for Jim Harbaugh after Jim Harbaugh left Stanford to take the Niners job back in the day.
Okay.
So they got some good coaches. I'm excited. I don't feel too worried. They kept Hank Fraley, offensive line coach. Maybe they promoted him to maybe they gave him a promotion, but he's back on the staff. They moved Scotty Montgomery, who was the running backs coach last year. They moved him to wide receivers and assistant head coach. So there's still some familiarity and there's some new faces, and maybe sometimes that can work in your favor. So I think we'll be fine.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think we're still a playoff team. We're there. I think I just get nervous when I see, okay, this is how our this is how our team looked last year. We didn't get it done, and we're going to bring back the same team again with no upgrades. Mm-hmm. But it's still early. I mean, free agency has only been going on for 3 days.
Yeah,
4 days.
There's still a lot of time left.
We'll see. We got a lot of time left. So,
yep.
That's good.
All right, should we put a bow on it and wrap it up?
I think that's perfect.
Yep.
That's exactly what it was. War game was fun.
Yep.
We'll get that all posted out there for you guys. This was good. Turned into a really good episode. That the draft went so much faster than I expected it.
It did, yeah. A lot quicker than I did. We were actually kind of planning on just doing the war thing as the episode, and then once we realized we finished early, we were like, all right, well, let's just keep going.
Yeah, why not?
Got the vocal cords warmed up.
That's what, yeah. Then we were like Tigers, and we're like, oh, we can end it. We're like, oh, well, we got more time. We're still early. Okay, cool. So, no, that's good. So we got everything accomplished that we wanted to talk about.
Yep.
I'm good with that. We don't have to make up any of these topics and talk about old news next week with NFL signings and Tiger. So this was good.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Bit of a
bonus, everybody.
There you go. You got a bonus. Bonus, Mike.
Yep. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a good weekend.
Yep. Happy 313 day. Go Detroit, and we'll talk to you guys later. Love everybody. Bye.
Ciao.